Hi, everyone. Welcome to week 2. Just wanted to take a couple minutes to go over the agenda so you'll know what is in store for you this week. So let's go ahead here and take a look. Okay. So, of course, the first thing you'll need to do is take the week 2 attendance quiz. You have to take that in order to have access to the lessons and assignments for the week. Keep in mind that the questions on the week 2 attendance quiz will come from the material that we covered last week. But once you do take the attendance quiz, then you will see the lessons and assignments for week 2. The first item you'll see under the attendance quiz is a brief review of week 1. And then you're going to see a lesson on trifles. It is the follow-up to the play that you read for homework last week. So in that lesson, there'll be a PowerPoint, and I'll go through the PowerPoint with you and just hit the highlights of the play and just some of the information that you need to make sure that you understand as we move towards the drama and poetry exam in week 4. Then we are shifting gears this week and moving into our poetry unit. So there'll be a lesson that corresponds with chapter 17, How Do I Read Poetry? And then chapter 18, Writing About Persona and Tone. Both of those lessons have PowerPoints, and in the video, I go through the PowerPoint with you. Chapter 17 is a great one if you're not familiar with poetry, just sort of what it's all about and how we go about reading it. Chapter 18 is super important. The information and the poems in that lesson go along with one of your assignments this week. So definitely make sure that you go through the lessons. Again, the trifles follow-up, you'll need that information for the drama and poetry exam. The information in chapters 17 and 18, you'll need that to help you with the homework this week and for the drama and poetry exam in week 4. So pretty important lesson. Your homework for this week, you've got Journal 2. And what Journal 2 will be is a follow-up to the song that you were asked to look at in the week 1 discussion. So when you go to Journal 2, there will be 2 videos in the assignment instructions. The first video is just explaining how to complete the journal. And then the second video is a follow-up on that song, Wanted Dead or Alive. So I go through the song and, just explain everything that you needed to understand about that song and showing how, there are elements of poetry in that song. And then there will be specific questions that you have to answer for the journal based on that follow-up video. But that is all explained in the instructions. Make sure you watch both videos and try to have Journal 2 completed by Sunday night. Then you have Poetry 1 assignment. So obviously Poetry 1, next week you'll be doing Poetry 2, but this is the Poetry 1 assignment. And again, it corresponds to the lessons here in week 2, directly corresponds. So make sure that you watch the instruction video for that assignment because it will be very helpful explaining where to find the information you need to complete the assignment and answer the question. So watch the video in those instructions and try to have the Poetry 1 assignment completed by Sunday night. And then you have the week 2 discussion. So there's a video in the prompt that explains how to complete the discussion. You'll be looking at another set of song lyrics. So read over those and try to have your first prompt up, your first response up by Thursday night so that everyone has plenty of time and options to choose from to respond to 2 classmates by Sunday night. The due date for the discussion is Sunday night of this week. Remember, it will remain open for an additional week, but if you are posting during that additional week, it's only for 50% credit. You really want to make sure you get the discussion completed on time so you don't lose out on those easy points. All right, but that's it for week 2. Finishing up on our drama unit and starting our poetry unit. If you have any questions or run into any problems throughout the week, don't hesitate to reach out. Otherwise, you are free to go ahead and get started.